This session is recorded like all of the sessions for GW Group Fit, but like always, I'm pinned to the front. It's not recording any of you guys, so never need to worry about that. If you hadn't heard my earlier announcements, optional block for class today, or block-like structure, water bottle, I demoed a bike helmet, a book, anything like that, perfectly fine, though you can do the poses without it as well. I'm also not going to play music in class today, but if you'd like to play music for yourself, I linked a Spotify playlist. That's perfect for this class in the chat section, or you're more than welcome to play your own music. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start today in extended child's pose. So come down to your mat if you're not already there. Spread your knees out nice and wide. Find a good, strong base. Slowly begin to walk your arms forward on your mat. Bring your forehead down to lightly rest on the top of your mat. Reach your arms out nice and long. Feel that extension. And slowly just be able to center yourself on your mat. Let go of anything that's been going on today. Maybe you had a really busy day. Maybe this Wednesday was a lot calmer than before. Whatever is going on, leave it off of this space for the moment. It'll be there after these 60 minutes. Bring that focus and attention to you and to your mat. Start to think about your breath here. You take nice big inhales through your nose and exhales, letting it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, and this time seal your lips. Exhale back out your nose. Again, just like that, inhale through the nose, seal your lips, exhale back out the nose. Big breaths, let everybody hear you as if you are not all on mute. Really find that space in your lungs, expand your chest, your abdomen, let it fill up when you inhale. And feel it slowly compress as you exhale. Take a few more big breaths in your child's pose. On your next inhale, rise up into tabletop. Stack your shoulders, your wrists, your hips, and your knees. Find a nice long flat back here. We'll start with a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly down. Lift your gaze forward for cow. Exhale for cat. Pull your belly in. Bring your spine up towards the ceiling. Your head comes back to look in between your knees. Inhale, cow pose, drop it down. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, find that flat spine. And from here, rise up onto your knees. I'm going to move on my mat. You guys do not have to. But for demonstration purposes, this is easier. We're going to come from here into our gate pose. So send your right leg out first. It's going to come straight out from your side, running parallel with the short side of the mat. Really anchor your foot here. Find a nice base. Feel all four corners of your foot as it presses into your mat. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale. Inhale, slowly bend towards that extended right leg option here to keep your hand on your thigh. Maybe it comes down to your shin. Keep it off your knee. Another option is always you're keeping it on your waist, up at your hips. And really feel that nice elongated side body as you stretch out through your left side. From here, slowly come back down into your tabletop. Leave your right foot out where it is. So it's still out to the side here. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, send your legs straight back. Inhale, bring it into your chest. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, send it out to the side. Leave it floating this time. Exhale, back. Inhale, center. Exhale, back. Inhale, out. Exhale, back. Inhale, center. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. We'll work on the other side. Inhale, come up to standing on your knees. Exhale, send your left leg out this time to the side. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, gate pose on the other side. Finding that same nice long stretch on this side as well. Working to keep your arms and shoulders square, your hips square to the front. And from that side, take one more inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, send your left leg back this time. Inhale into your chest. Exhale, send it back. Inhale out to the side. Your toes are pointing forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, send it back. Inhale out. Exhale back. Inhale in. Exhale back. Inhale out to the side. Exhale back. Inhale in. Exhale, find your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes under, and exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. This might be your first downward facing dog of the day, so be gracious to yourself. Pedal out your feet, take any little maneuvers, twists, wiggles you need to feel your body loosen and just settle in to this foundational posture. Nice, strong pressure on your fingertips, really pressing into the mat. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Find Ragdoll Pose. Your feet can stay hips width distance apart, maybe wider if that feels comfortable for you today. You can grab opposite elbows, maybe rock side to side. Bend from your waist. Don't find that bend in your back. Really find it at your center. And relax your head and neck. Letting gravity do its part to help you in this posture. On your next inhale, drop your hands down to the mat if they're not already there. And exhale, walk your feet together, toes touch, just a small space in between your ankles. And inhale, rise all the way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. You reach the top, we'll meet together in our Samasthita, hands to heart center. When you've arrived at Samasthita, close your eyes here, relax your gaze. We'll set our intention for our practice today. If you brought an intention with you to the mat, I invite you to bring it to the forefront of your mind now. If you'd like to share my intention today, my intention focuses on finding your edge, moving past the ease that comes to finding where we start to feel uncomfortable, where that ease goes away, but things might get a little bit harder. But knowing that that is a space where we can grow, the importance of finding that space, both on our mats and off. We'll seal our intentions with a communal breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Slowly blink your eyes open, and we'll start to flow. Gonna flow from my knees for a hot second. Just for demonstration purposes, you guys are gonna stay up on your feet. We'll start with an inhale, mountain pose. Arms come up to frame your ears, really ground in to all four corners of your feet here. Feel your kneecaps lift, your spine straighten. As you grow tall, relax your shoulders down your back. Draw your pinkies in, spiraling them towards one another. Inhale, exhale, find a side bend to the right. Some handhold options here. You can keep both of your arms up like this. You can bring one arm down, very similar to gate pose. Your left hand can grab your right wrist. Just like in our gate pose, really work on keeping your shoulders and hips forward here. It's very easy for our left hip when we're leaning to the side to kind of want to jut out. So if you feel that, bring it back. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, find your side bend to the left. Taking that same arm variation you took on the other side, whatever that meant to you. Square to the front. Remember to breathe here. Keep track of that Ujjayi breath. Let it go if it's not serving you. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the waist, feet are together. Let your head rest. Keep the weight in the ball mounds of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins or your thighs. Find a nice long flat spine here. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Create a nice long line of energy from the crown of your head out through your heels. Inhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Leave your hands right where they landed. And slowly inhale, find a baby cobra pose. Little to no weight in your hands here. Press through the tops of your feet, finding lift. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. And inhale, come up through tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. That is a chaturanga variation today. We'll have lots of full chaturanga opportunities later. Remember, you can always skip your chaturangas. You can do high planks. You can go straight to down dog. You can do the variation we just did at any point. It's your practice. We'll flow through that sequence 2 times through, 1 breath to 1 movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walker step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your hands, step back. Lower to a low plank. Inhale through your up dog. Shine your chest forward. Pressing through the tops of your feet. Lifting your thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time here, yogis. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walker step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, rise up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your hands. Flow through your low plank. Up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath here, yogis. You deserve it. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let a little bit of that heat out. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Hopefully you're feeling good as we move on to our sun B for today. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose, as close as you can get it. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, bring your right foot forward, low lunge. Plant that hand in between your front hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Your back foot comes parallel to the short edge side of your mat. Still really pressing through both of your feet. Find that additional pressure in the outside edges. For demonstration purposes, I'm gonna switch sides on y'all, but keep going on your right. Really find that pinky edge toe side. Square your hips and bring your arms up to a T. Looking for that nice 90-degree bend, as close as you can get it in that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Come forward and then down. A few options you have here. You can gaze down, you can gaze up. You can rest that hand on your thigh, but really work here to find the strength in your core to keep you lifted. More full round of breath here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Legs stay exactly where they are. Rise up strong and then come back if you find space. Keeping that same open side body as we found in our bends already in class. Little to no weight in that backhand. It exists, it can help keep you steady, but it really isn't doing the work here. That work is found in your legs, in your core, in your arm. That's hanging up here. Inhale. Exhale, spiral your hands down. Flow through your chaturanga. We'll meet together in our downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, low lunge, bring it through. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral that back foot down. Find your warrior on this side. Really work to keep your hips and shoulders stacked in one nice straight line. If you feel like you're going too far back, if you feel like you're going too far forward, work on finding that center. When you're ready, bring your gaze forward, looking over your front middle finger. Find your drishti, an unmoving point of focus. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Other arm rises this time. Keeping your legs exactly where they were for your warrior two. They don't move the entire time during these three poses for our Sun B sequence today. Inhale, reverse warrior. Find that rise and lift. Remembering your breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Flow from your high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll get ready to flow our Sun B. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, warrior two, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle. That nice long line from your wrist to your foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Grow tall. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Flow your way. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, where we can meet together in our downward facing dogs. One more time through, yogis. Remember, these are poses that follow your breath. So move at your rhythm, even if it's a little different than mine. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your hands. High plank to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good work, yogis. Made it through the getting our heart rate up, feeling open, maybe feeling a little sweaty. Make sure to grab a sip of water here or anything else you need. If you want to take a few moments in child's pose, we'll be here for about 5 breaths. So take whatever pose here sounds good to you. Remember to keep looking for your edge as we continue through class today. Maybe there wasn't a great opportunity for you to find it in the poses so far, but really challenge yourself to see what you can take a little deeper as we go through our next sets of flows. If you came down to a child's pose, come back up to your downward facing dog, and we'll move on with class. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, rise up, sit back, just like you're sitting in your favorite chair. Legs are together, thighs pulling in towards one another. Weight is focused in your heels here. Maybe you lift up your toes, maybe you give them a wiggle, making sure you're putting that weight back in your heels and in your hips. Tuck your tailbone under, keep your spine nice and long. Arms can come up to frame your ears. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Your left elbow is coming to the outside of your right knee here. Finding your prayer twist. Keeping the integrity of your chair pose. Don't lose it just because we added in that twist. Take a look at your knees here. Make sure one isn't jutting out in front of the other. They like to, they'll try it. So check in, make sure they're in one nice, long, parallel line to one another. We inhale, feel your spine lengthening. Then we exhale, see if you have space to twist just a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Walk your feet out, hips width distance apart, maybe wider. And find your peace fingers to big toe pose. It's exactly what it sounds. Bring your peace fingers down to your big toe, wrap them around, and begin to bend at the waist. You can pull gently, really feeling that force come through your arms and through your bend. It should not feel awful on your feet. So if it does, slightly adjust how you're pulling. Another option here is you can place your hands on the ground, palms face up, and walk your toes up to your wrist. Whatever variation you find, try straightening out your legs and pulling your chest down. Inhale, and exhale, release. Walk your hands out from wherever they were. Let them fall to the side. Slowly bring your feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, rise up, sit back. See how go, always got to do the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left leg this time. Keeping that same integrity. Your body here kind of looks like a lightning bolt. Your head is slightly above your heart is slightly above your hips. Find that length, that expression. Maybe find your edge here. Twist deeper than you ever have before. Be safe. Finding your edge doesn't mean we find something that hurts us. It means we find somewhere we can grow. One more inhale. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or step back to your downward facing dog. Your down dog here. Make sure your gaze is back in between your feet. Take a bend here if that's what's going to get your hips higher. You're really looking for that upside down V shape. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walker step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. We're just here. It's gonna seem really familiar. I promise we're going somewhere else. Exhale, eagle on the right. Lift your right leg, bring it over your left. You might be able to wrap it once. You might be able to wrap it twice. You might have your other foot be like a little kickstand. And when you find what you want to do with your legs, you'll find your eagle arms. Your eagle arms here, bring your right arm underneath your left. Then cross them back over, pulling your palms together. You look like a really fun little pretzel. It's an eagle that lives in my neighborhood. I don't know if he actually looks like this, but find your drishti, find your stillness. Remember your breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left leg comes over right this time. Left arm comes underneath right. One side might be a little more flexible than the other. My left shoulder is much more flexible than my right. But find your expression here. Remember to breathe. It can be really tempting to hold your breath in poses like this. Find that ujjayi, inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Arms come up to frame your ears. Exhale here. Find your samastitihi, hands to heart center. And inhale, look for tree pose on the right here. Your right leg comes to the inside of your right thigh, your right shin. It's a kickstand around your left ankle. Stay off your joints. Very important rule in yoga. Don't want to hurt ourselves. Find that same calm and focus. Letting your leg truly nice and strong out to the right side. Pressing into your foot. the same time as your foot is pressing into your leg. Maybe grow your branches here. If you're looking for a challenge, your arms will rise. Maybe wiggle. Keep them at heart center. Inhale, bring your leg forward. Find your one-legged mountain pose. Your right leg has 3 bends in it: the hip, the knee, the ankle. Arms are up high, framing your ears. Exhale, figure 4. Bring that leg across the front of your opposite knee. So right on your thigh, right above your knee. You make this little 4 shape with your legs. Option here to stay right where you are. That is plenty of figure 4. That's enough figure 4 for you. Or slowly begin to sit into your figure 4. Kind of like a combination of what you do in chair pose. Toe stands in your practice. This is an opportunity for it. Maybe bring your elbows down to that leg. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, release. Did 2 poses on that side? Must do them on the other side. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, tree pose on the left. Find whatever level you took on the right. Repeat it. Look ahead. Find your drishti, that unmoving point of focus. And maybe you want to take an extended challenge here by closing your eyes. Start with one eye, switch to the other, maybe both. Maybe this is too far past your edge. Maybe you fall out. Ground is right there, your foot is ready. Just fall out, come back in. On your next inhale, come forward. Find your one-legged mountain. The left leg forward this time. Inhale. Exhale, figure 4 on the other side. Bending in to that knee. Really feeling that opening in your left hip. Maybe bring your elbows down. Maybe stay right up where you are. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Y'all are doing great. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday. Keep it going. Only got a few more flows. If you lost your ujjayi, take a moment here, refind it. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Try to keep them even. I know it's hard. So we've gone through practice, really got our heart rates up. But try to spend just as much time on your inhale as you do on your exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, bring it through. Inhale, Warrior two, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle. Come forward. This is where you might want a block or a water bottle or a book or anything else similar to it. By no means required. From your extended side angle, inhale, come up into your half moon pose. This is where a block might be handy. You can rest your hand on the block, help you find that lift to get your back leg parallel to your mat. Your other arm comes straight up. So your arms are out of T, but you're sideways. Don't have to have that. You can rest your fingers on the mat. You can float your hand. It's very hard to talk and float. One more inhale. Exhale, find your standing splits. Both hands are gonna come down to the mat here. Nothing's really going on with that front foot. It's kind of staying right where it is. But your back leg, your toes are now pointed down. You're gonna work on lifting that back leg as high as you can. It might not be very high. It could be right here. Some days that feels like more than I can do. Sometimes that's my edge. But work on finding that edge. You still have your block, water bottle, whatever. You can bring that in front of you as well. One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. So you're just gonna bring that back left leg behind you, kind of crunching down and in. Inhale, find your half splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. One more. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or step back to your downward facing dog. One more side, guys. This is the last big push. I know they hurt, your legs hurt, your hips feel really open, but it's hard, but keep finding that edge. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come forward, half moon. Side might feel better, side might feel worse. That's okay. You might fall. Get right back in. One more inhale here. Exhale, half split. Come forward. Square your hips back up. Really find that nice stretch throughout your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Bend down and in. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or downward facing dog. It's your last one. If that makes any difference for what you decide. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, have a seat on your mat, facing forward. I'm going to not face forward so that I can demo, but stay where you are. We're gonna go into fire lock. We've worked a lot of hip and opening today. You might get further than you ever have before. Remember, find your edge. If it feels painful, back off a little bit. If there's pain, it's not your edge, past your edge. So for fire log, you're gonna bring your left leg out in front of you. It's gonna stay nice and straight, parallel with that front shortest side of your mat. You guys are facing the edges of your mat. You're gonna bring your right leg over your left. Your ankle comes up to your thigh, right above where your knee is. It kind of hooks in there. Feel that like hooking feeling where it can stay on its own. From there, you'll find your fire log. Your expression is however far that other leg goes down. There might be a big gap. Find your block, water bottle, whatever. Work on filling that gap a little bit. So it'll take some of the pressure off, still let you get the most out of this stretch. Your leg might be all the way down. That's awesome. Work to really keep your feet flexed here. So don't point them, make sure they're staying nice and strong. An option, if fire leg itself isn't enough for you, if you don't meet your edge here, you can slowly begin to walk your hands forward, folding over your front legs. Take a few rounds of deep breaths in here. With all your inhales and exhales, see what little spaces open up. So you exhale out your body, you empty your diaphragm and your core, your chest, but see if you can empty anywhere else. If there's other tiny little spaces of air that you feel when you exhale, you can let go of to make more space to get that leg further down or to walk your hands further forward. Your next inhale, walk your hands back up. Slowly unhook your legs. You might need to grab them and physically move them. Give them a wiggle, shake them out. Let all of that feeling go. We'll get ready to do the other side. Your left leg, right leg, excuse me, forward this time. It'll operate as your base. Bring your left foot to your left thigh, keeping it all nice and flexed. Really make sure you are squaring your hips here. Your hips should be facing forward, just like when we got into our side bends. Like to move around and wiggle. Make sure they're straight. Find your expression of this pose. Again, maybe it's here. I have a nice like hand-sized gap in here. I have tiny hip flexors. You might have more, you might have less. That's just yoga. Slowly begin to walk your hands forward or stay where you are. Breathe into the space. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Exhale, release, let it go, shake it out. Find some wiggles. And from here, bring your legs forward in front of you. You can bend your knees here. Slowly lower all the way back down onto your mat. We'll set up here for bridge pose. Walk your feet in towards your glutes, maybe so far that you can brush your heels with the back with your fingertips. Inhale, bridge pose. Press your hips up, come up onto your shoulders. Maybe you bring your hands underneath. You can find a bind here. Press through your heels. Feel your hips lift even higher. Really focusing on that pressure, on that lift, as opposed to pulling just out of your glutes or your thighs. Your head rests back, almost like you have a tennis ball in between your chin and your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down. Release your hands. Find your Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Spread your knees out wide to either side. One hand can come to your belly, the other to your heart. We continue to open all of the different little areas in our hips. When you're ready, slowly bring your hands down to either side of your legs. Push them together to close, then back up. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. And slowly rock forward and backwards along your spine. Give it a nice little massage here. After a few rolls, come up and let your legs come long in front of you. Inhale, your arms high. Exhale, seated forward fold. Reach towards your feet here. If you're looking for a deeper stretch in your low back, bend your knees, reach your feet. Feel that stretch in your low spine. If you're looking for more of a hamstring stretch, keep your legs straight as you reach as far forward as you can go. Just like in our other forward folds, really emphasize that fold from your waist here, making that space in your hips to come forward from there, as opposed to coming forward from slouching your shoulders down. Really keep your chest nice and expanded even as you come forward. Your next inhale, rise back up. Exhale, come all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby pose. Send the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. Maybe rock side to side. If you don't want to grab for your feet here, you can grab for your shins, you can grab for your thighs, anything that's accessible here to keep your spine firmly planted on the ground from your head through your tailbone. Few toes to rock side to side. You found your laughing happy baby. Might feel good on your spine. Inhale, bring your knees back in towards your chest. Keep your right leg there. Send your left leg long. Give your right leg a nice little squeeze in towards your side body. And exhale, supine twist. Bring your right leg over your left. Finding a twist through your hips and low back. Arms can come out wide to a T here. Gaze over your opposite shoulder. Your right knee is pointing to the left. Your gaze is looking to the right. Both shoulders firmly planted into the mat here. Inhale, return to center. Maybe give your leg one more squeeze. Switch it out. Send your right leg long. Bring your left leg in towards your chest. Inhale, squeeze up towards your side body. Exhale, supine twist on the other side. Same setup here as you tuck on the other side. Knee is pointed to the right. Your gaze comes over to the left. Inhale, bring that knee back to center. Give it a squeeze. Bring both knees in. Find your cosmic ball pose. Come up into a ball as small as you can make yourself. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Let it all go. This final resting posture. And keep your palms up towards the sky, the ceiling, to invite energy in. Send your palms towards the ground, the earth, the floor. To give you a greater sense of grounding. Let your mind quiet and your breath return to its natural rhythm. I'll call you out when it's time. Slowly begin to bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Take a nice big full body stretch, like you've just woken up this morning. And slowly roll onto your favorite side in a comfortable fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Take this moment to celebrate the end of our practice. but the rebirth of ourselves off of our mats. Think of where you can find your edge, not only on your yoga mat, but in the rest of your life and all of your other activities and responsibilities. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale your hands to heart center. And then bring your thumbs up to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows, the center of intuition. We bow together, honoring ourselves, one another, and our practice today. Namaste. Namaste, yogis. I dropped my email in the group chat. If anyone has requests for future classes, be glad to incorporate other poses as time goes on. Again, this was a non-music class. Next week will probably be a music class, but enjoy the Spotify playlist if you are been looking for some new yoga music. Besides that, everybody have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. I'll be on the line for a couple more minutes if anyone has any questions or comments, and have a great day. Have a good one, everybody.